Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And this week, exactly 1 week after Society6 dropped a massive bomb in the artist community, I will talk about it. So if you're an artist like myself, selling on Society6, on February 3rd, you have received one of two emails announcing a huge change. In email number one, Society6 was thanking you for your work, basically, but telling you that were taking another direction and that they would drop you. They would delete your account on March 18, and that you had until then to clear everything before your account got suspended. If you were in category number two, which luckily I was, I'm one of the few that have been sent that second email. That email says that Society6 is going into a whole different direction and wants to have more curated content on their platform and go forth with a smaller amount of artists. I made the cut. I'm part of that small pool of artists. That is the extent of what we know right now, because everything will kick in on March 18. So, from my understanding, if you're part of that small group, what will happen is that you'll be able to upload new art, but it would have to be vetted by them somehow. What the vetting process will be, no idea. It seems that they will have the final say in what goes and what stays on their platform, according to trends, and not much else is known at this point. Now, obviously, this news has sparked quite an outrage in the artist community, because it seems that the vast majority of people have received the other email saying, okay, yeah, bye-bye, we don't want you anymore. Yeah, you know what? As an artist that has been selling with them since 2017, frankly, if I had received that bomb of an email, I would have been upset. There is no question about it. And my heart goes to everyone that has received the negative email. It sucks, simply put. But I also understand Society6 reasoning there. The print on demand industry has become increasingly saturated over the year. And I read a lot of questions and answer many on Quora about print on demand. And it seems that there is no shortage of people that actually join this platform just in the hope of making a quick buck, quick money, using either stock photos, stolen art, and since 2023, AI art. All of which is leading to a decrease in quality for many POD out there. In 2023, we all remember the bomb that hit us from Society6 in the form of shipping fees, and then later the infamous subscription plan. The subscription plan, which has given them nothing but trouble in the past 3 months, because they completely overhauled their whole website, the whole artist studio, and it's full of glitch that they're still working on. And a lot of the subscription were not auto-renewing, and it was a massive mess. The other bomb that hit in 2023, if everybody remembers well, was Redbubble announcing that they had membership tiers. The first one incurring fees on earnings. That was in the same vein as what Society6 did and is still doing. They are trying to control the flux of cheap counterfeit, low quality, and AI art on their platform. Because these platforms have never been about making a quick buck. They've never been about selling stock photos on mugs or t-shirts. They were originally created to help real artists, the artists that actually make art, be it watercolor, oil painting, collage, digital art, but that actually are involved in the process somehow. And that has become none of that. And as of late, quite frankly, looking at Society6, it was kind of a mess. A lot of good art actually ended up being lost in a sea of really cheap stuff, things that were infringing on trademarks. It was nuts. And they're one of the costliest on the market. I mean, buying a phone case or a t-shirt from them is a lot more expensive than when you buy from TeePublic or Redbubble or Threadless. So out of these big ones, these big names, they were the most expensive. And when you have that kind of price, you want to deliver quality to your customer, the buyer in the end. So they had to make a decision. Whether you agree or not with this decision is not kind of the matter at this point. I can understand artists again that have been booted off the platform. It's a blow, but I've seen some comments that weren't quite nice on social media, like, "Oh, you've sold your soul to corporate greed." Well, they're a business, so accusing them of wanting to make profit is kind of ludicrous at this point. And when you sell on this platform, you're essentially a commercial artist, so you have to play by their rule. As far as it goes, I think their focus right now, from what I have seen from the past few months, they really want their artists to focus more on the trends that they are going to push forward, not just uploading anything. And I have a feeling this curating business of them, of theirs, will actually focus on only enabling artwork that either has had sales or is fitting with whichever trends they have going on right now, which is something that every artist out there, regardless of where they sell, actually should pay attention to, because every website has their own unique audience, their own unique customer base, and they have very distinct tastes. So you have to pay heed of what sells on which platform and try to upload more of that. In the case of Society6, it seemed that this coming year, they want to see a lot of vintage floral. It's all about the retro feel, the sophistication, the refinement. So it makes sense that they would just kick artists off the platform that do not produce that kind of art, seeing that they're moving in this direction. If you produce cartoony illustration that, and you've been booted off Society6, I have seen artists that were actually really talented artists that I used to follow that got booted off the platform. It's probably because Society6 was no longer a good fit. And as an artist, you don't have to be a good fit for everywhere. Uh, there are many platforms like TeePublic, for example, where that kind of cartoony art actually does really well. So that makes sense to focus on that kind of platform, along with Redbubble, by the way. Redbubble is very popular for stickers. If your art does well as cutesy little stickers that you can paste on your Stanley Cup, or as quirky t-shirt that you can give to a friend for a birthday, you should focus mainly on this platform. They're still going strong. They're still reliable. But unfortunately, it's understandable that Society6 wants to move away from the crowd. They want to stand out. Everybody wants to stand out at this point, right? In a saturated market where artists struggle to be seen, you can understand also that those businesses that actually print your art have the same struggle. They want to have their unique selling point. And for Society6, it's clear that their unique selling point is to offer a certain range of art and not prioritize all artists. They just, again, business decision. So this is all a good, very, very good reminder, actually, that as an artist, you should never, ever, ever, ever take one platform for granted. Honestly, with Society6, I was pondering whether I should call it quit or not, because the past 3 months, every time my subscription was due, I was getting an email that my payment didn't get through. And it was an endless exchange of email after email between me and customer support to get it fixed. And it will inevitably end up with my account being demoted back to the free plan, me emailing back, hey, I finally could get back to the pro plan, but now you need to recover all the work that you kicked off the platform. And they have done it twice. They were about to do it a third time before I got that email last week. Now, what will happen also after March 18, actually right now, not March 18, the subscription plans are gone. So there is no worrying about that anymore. Along with it, you cannot upload anything. Nobody can upload any new art right now because they're in the process of deleting all the work of the artists that they don't want anymore, and in the process of reviewing all the artwork of the artists that will continue forth, and possibly delete what no longer resonates with them. So right now my account still has all my designs, but I'm fully prepared for the fact that they might actually delete quite a lot of what I uploaded over the year, simply because it doesn't resonate with their brand. And from March 18, we have no idea what will happen for us artists that are going to stay on the platform. It's really, I'll have to make another video back then, so to let you know what the process will be. But it's an interesting time, because as an artist that is going to stay on the platform, I might end up having a bit more visibility, because my work will no longer be lost in all that low quality, low resolution art noise. And as I said, never ever put all your hopes on one platform, because you never know when one is going to go kaput, or when you will have to pull the plug on one because it no longer works for you. And then what? Then, if that was your only stream of income, it's gone. There is nothing else. You will have to rebuild everything from scratch. So do not do that. And that's something I see on Quora a lot. Which platform is the best? Which one should I choose? All of them. All of them. You just upload your art to as many platforms as you can manage. Maybe in the long run, you will upload less actively to some because they're not worth your time. You will upload more on platforms that actually bring you money. That is normal, but in the end, you actually want to have a presence on as many platforms as possible, for several reasons. The first one being that at any time, one of these platforms could shut you down. And not necessarily because it's your fault. In the case of Society6, it's just a business decision they made, and that's it. In other cases, the platform could just go bankrupt and shut down. That has happened to me at least 4 times. Yeah, 4 or 5 times since I started in 2017. And then what? If that had been my only stream of income, I would have been screwed, quite plainly. But I had something else to pivot back on. And that is what matters when you are selling art. And that is how you actually will spot a serious artist versus one that just want to crack the code and make money overnight. A serious artist is more likely to just upload their work everybody can, because they recognize the value of doing so and they're in it for the long run. Now, yeah, that's one way of weeding out the bad apple. Is if you are not serious about running a art business yourself, you might end up feeling a bit bitter, and that's not a good idea. And that's not a, yeah. Just move on, do something else. Now, as an artist, again, you probably had already a strategy in place, and it's not the end of the world if you're getting dropped by a POD. It has happened in the past. I have been rejected in some of the place point blank. All in all, just being kicked off Society6 would be exactly like approaching a brand for licensing and them telling you, oh, sorry, you're not a good fit. That happens all the time. Rejection is part of the game when you are an artist, especially a commercial artist or a surface designer. That will constantly happen. They don't owe you anything. They are not here to run a charity. And ultimately, it's up to you to keep going. So this is a situation right now. And if, again, you've been part of the talented, good, genuine artists that have been dropped from Society6, my heart goes to you. Uh, I know I would have felt gutted if that had happened to me. It's a normal reaction, but that's not the end. That's not the end. There are print on demand businesses opening all the time. There are new opportunities coming all the time. You just have to keep an eye for them. Just last year, I got contacted by two different print on demand, one of which shut 6 months later, and another one that is still going. I haven't made sales yet, but I'm part of it. I still upload from time to time. And I know it will keep happening. I mean, I will keep getting email, hey, I have started this new venture. Do you want to be part of it? And as an artist, my answer is always, yeah, why not? Unless they're really not a good fit for me. For example, if somebody was asking me to join their platform that is clearly just selling anime style of artwork, my work would not fit right there, and I would probably give it a pass. But any other opportunity that comes my way, I tend to say yes to them, even if it's full of unknown. Because in the end, you never know. And if you never jumped on a new opportunity, nothing will happen. So, yeah, that's that's all I wanted to say. I'll make another video, I think, once Society6 clears what the curation process will be, because I think many people will have question about it. Until then, I'll get back to home decor and creative, bleh, creative. It's a sign for me to stop shooting video, creative stuff. Yeah. As you can see, it's still struggling being comfortable in video long term, but I'm getting better at that. And if you like my videos, if you like seeing me struggling and making fun, I mean, just being me, okay? Just please click subscribe, because there is more and more coming. I made the commitment in 2025 to be more active on YouTube, and I will stick to it, come what may, blunder included. Until then, bye bye.